Welcome everyone to Your Best Years Yoga. It's Alicia Bliss, and I want to invite all of you golfers out there to open up yourself to yoga, improving your swing, opening your shoulders, hips, and lower back. My friend demonstrating claims his game has improved a tremendous amount because of his committed yoga practice. I recommend that you make a dedication to getting on your mat with this sequence about 3 to 4 times per week, because the body takes a little while to open up and gain flexibility. But I assure you that this is the most important aspect to bettering your golf game and just feeling better in your body. So practice, practice, and enjoy. Welcome to your mat. Let's come to a seated position, whatever is comfortable for you, and close your eyes and just come into the present moment. This is important in the game and in any situation to breathe and just be present. So we'll start stretching the sides of the body, reaching your right arm up and overhead. Your left palm is on the floor to support your body. So you're getting a great stretch in the right side body. In this sequence today, we're going to open up the sides. We're going to twist the back so that we can get some good flexibility and mobility in the spine and upper back. So drop the top arm down beside the other hand on the floor and just take a little upper back twist. Look down at the floor and breathe. In and out through the nostrils, the best you can. Now slide your right hand to your right hip and keep your ear towards your left shoulder for a neck stretch. Breathe into the tightness in the neck that you may feel here. The breath work can really help you let go of that tension. The exhale is a natural muscle relaxer, right there inside of your body. Return back to center, palms to the knees. Breathe here. Readjust the legs if you need to before we move to the other side. Right palm to the floor, left arm reaches up. The best you can, reach up towards the sky and lean in until you stretch the side body. Stretching the sides also alleviates back pain, especially the lower back pain, because it takes the pressure off of the low back. So a wonderful thing to do is stretch the sides and open the sides and twisting, dropping that top arm down, both hands beside one another. Just look in between the hands at the floor and breathe here. Inhale deep and exhale a little bit deeper. All right, swing that left arm beside the hip for your neck stretch. Get some length in that left side of the neck by reaching towards the floor. And breathe into the tension you feel. Stay present in your body and just breathe. And straighten up the spine coming out of that with maybe the palms to the knees, or maybe you want to straighten out the legs, give the legs a little break here. Whatever you do, stay with your breath, stay present, and we'll transition onto hands and knees. This is tabletop position. You might need a little padding under your knees if you're on a hard surface. You want to create a tabletop with your back, with the hands under the shoulders and the knees stacked under the hips. We're going to move the spine from here. So on your inhalation, take your head and your hips towards the sky. This is called dog tilt. Tilting of the pelvis is really important to get some movement in that area. Exhale, you're going to tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, and take the top of your back towards the sky. Good, like a cat. It's called cat tilt. Inhale back into dog tilt. And exhale back into your cat. You're just going to repeat this with your own breath, your own movement, and follow that breath with a movement. So your inhale is the dog tilt, lifting the tail, lifting the head. The cat tilt is tucking everything under, and a good opening in the mid-back. Continue to move with grace and ease, guys and gals. Few more rounds here. Stay present with what you're feeling. And return to tabletop position. Now breathe in and extend your right arm and your left leg back. This is alternating leg and arm extension. Breathe here in the ribs and in the chest. You want to bring your navel up towards the spine so that you can activate your core. And bring it on down. We'll try the other side. Breathing in, lifting your left arm and your right leg back. You don't want to change the tabletop position, so it doesn't matter how high you lift your leg or your arm. You just want to reach out and activate the muscles there, like a rubber band, reaching from heel to fingertip. Breathe. And return back to tabletop position. All right, let's take child's pose next. So the best you can, spread the knees a little wider, bring the big toes to touch, and take your hips towards your heels. Lengthen your arms out in front, and breathe here. It's totally fine if your hips are a little bit higher and off the heels quite a bit, no problem. If you have any knee pain with this, please come out. But if you're comfortable and you get a good stretch, continue to breathe. All right, come on up to tabletop position. Stack the hands underneath the shoulders. And then walk your hands towards your knees to stand onto your knees. Good. Now we'll take a chest stretch. Reach your arms behind you. Interlace the fingertips if you can. And the best you can, bring your arms away from your hips or away from your low back. This opens up the chest. And now take a little neck stretch here as well. Make a little double chin first. So tuck the chin in and then look up at the sky and stretch the front of your neck. Good. Now take your chin back parallel to the floor. Release the hands and feel. Now take your right arm out to the side and then across the chest. We're going to take a shoulder stretch here. You're going to take your left palm in between your wrist and your elbow and reach out through those fingertips. Breathe. And release. Other side. Inhale the left arm straight out from the shoulder, and then bring it across the body for a hold with your right hand to take towards the chest the best you can. Get a good shoulder opener here. Very important to keep those shoulders open. Staying present and release out of that. Now walk your hands back to the ground and towards the top of the mat. Good. Taking half plank, send your hips towards the floor. We're going to create a diagonal shape with your head and your knees, and then take your hips back to child's pose. We're going to move with this. So your inhale is in your half plank, knees down. Exhale your hips back to return to child's pose. Keep the palms grounded where they are. They don't move. You're just moving in the shoulder joints. So inhale back to half plank. Exhale to child's pose. Excellent to get that range of motion in the shoulder joints. And this is a wonderful way to strengthen your arms and your core as well. Keep it flowing. Try to move with the breath. Your exhale is your child's pose. Your inhale is your plank. Great job. Now return to tabletop position. Move the head from side to side and just notice your body here. Now we're going to stretch the side of the back. So walk your hands towards the left side of your mat. Make your right arm really long, so reach out through the right fingertips and make the child's pose. But this time you're stretching one side of your back. So the hips will come towards the heels and you're stretching through the right side of your body. Be present here. Let your head and neck relax. So maybe that means taking your forehead to the floor or on top of your forearm on the floor. Wherever you are, breathe into the tension that you feel. The more you practice this, the less tension you're going to have. That's the whole point. Come back upright and through tabletop position. And we'll take to the other side. A side child's pose. So walking the hands to the right side of the mat, stretch your left arm really long. And take your hips towards your heels. Breathing all along the way, rest the forehead to the floor. And let's stay focused on how this feels, not what it looks like. We're getting out of the head and moving into the body. How does it feel? That's how I encourage you to look at your yoga practice. Not with the eyes, but how does it feel? Embody the practice. And come on up. Next, we're going to take a side plank. So from tabletop, we'll hinge your right foot out to the side of the body like a hinge. Good. And your right hand is directly under your right shoulder. Straighten your left leg out from the right knee. So the right knee and the left foot is in alignment. You're going to take your left arm up towards the sky and then rotate your palm towards the wall and reach the arm overhead. A massive side body stretch from the left heel to the left fingertip. All along the left side, you can look down at the floor and breathe into that left side. Slow, easy breaths. Come on out of that, circling the arm back into tabletop. The knees and the hands stacked under hips and shoulders. Let's hinge out the left foot to the side. Good. Your left arm is right under your left shoulder. Your right leg straightens out to the mat in line with the left knee. So you're making this long line of energy from your straight leg into your right arm. So you're reaching your right arm overhead, palms facing the floor, looking down at your mat. Breathe. Doing great, everybody. Stay present. And easily circle the arm around till the palm hits the floor. And you're back in tabletop position. All right, let's visit the downward dog pose next. Curl the toes under, press through the palms and the fingertips to lift your hips up towards the sky. Strong arms here to stay steady, and move the lower body so you'll bend the knees and press down through the heels. It's called walking your dog. So breathe into the stretch you feel in your calf muscles. Good job. Now we'll start to walk the feet up into a squat pose. Spread the knees wide. Bring the palms together and do the best you can here. And then eventually come out to a seated position. Crash, whatever it means. To come out and sit up nice and tall with the palms onto the knees. Breathe here and just notice the effects of your practice. Until next time, happy golfing, everyone.